In this video I'm going to show you how to create a perfect guitar melody for reggaeton. What's up guys, and welcome back to yet another video. And today I'm going to create a guitar reggaeton beat in FL Studio. So I hope you enjoy it. So I just released my new Reggaeton Producer Kit. Make sure to check it out. There is a free preview, the link is in the description. So make sure to download it and play around with the new kit. So I want to start off with a pretty emotional chord progression. And I also want this beat to be a little bit more up-tempo. So let's pick BPM of 105. And first I'm going to start off with some simple keys. So let's start off with the stage 73. So let's start off with this Good Vibes preset. And I'm going to create this beat in an emotional scale. So by picking the right scale, you could definitely create some or add some emotion to the beat. Scale highlighting. So in this case, I'm going to use this B minor melodic scale. So in this case, let's start off with this E. So let's move it around. So I played around with the chord progression for a while, and right now it sounds like this. Pretty awesome. Happy emotional vibe. And I definitely could add some more layers onto this one. So right now let's add some plucks or maybe a chord pad sound. So let's use the Jupiter 8. This one sounds great. So let's copy this section of the chord progression, paste it into this one. So I'll make it half a step. Definitely play around with the cutoff filter. Let's make it a little bit more interesting. Play around, maybe this one, maybe like this. So we have the plucks and the chord. So remove some of the high frequencies from the plucks. Maybe pitch it down one octave. Sounds way softer like this. And of course I want to add a guitar. So I'm going to use Kontakt, and I'm going to use my favorite guitar at the moment, which is the Guitar TC from Ilya Efimov. So right now let's disable those two, and I'm going to use the ghost notes to draw in the melody. So if you've disabled the ghost notes, make sure to select view and then select ghost channels. So you will be able to see the other chord progression. So I'm going to use the root notes of the chord progression, make them a little bit shorter, and then just follow the chord progression. Do exactly the same thing right here. Copy it again, adjust it so it fits the chord progression, and do exactly the same. Make some more adjustments. So I've made some small tweaks to the melody. So I've adjusted the velocity of every single note individually. Then I've reduced the length of some of the notes, and right now it sounds like this. So right now let's record this one. Select on play in the Edison. Then select the first marker, drag it into your arrangement. And then this guitar melody, link it to the mixer. And when it comes to adding a guitar, you have to apply the EQ perfectly. So first let's open up an EQ. So I'm going to use the Pro Q3. I remove some of the low frequencies. Add some more high frequencies. Chorus, add some reverb using the Valhalla Vintage Verb. Add a lot of decay and remove the low frequencies. And I also want to add this OTT multiband compressor, which is free. It's a perfect plugin when adding a guitar. Just makes it come more alive. That's it. And I always like to add the RC20. So the wobble around 3%. So right now I think that's it. And then let's add a simple bassline. So I'm going to use Serum, and I'm going to use a preset from my presets pack, bass preset 2. Let's use this one, and then just use the root notes. It goes perfect together. And right now let's add some drums. So I'm going to use my Reggaeton Producer Kit. Let's use this kick, and I'm going to pick a snare. Let's pick snare 3. And let's start off building the typical reggaeton rhythm. This beat sounds crazy. So we're going to add a simple kick loop. So right now let's enable the Chord and the Plucks. The Chord adds a lot of mid frequencies. So right now let's create a reverse chord or something. So we're gonna create a new pattern. So I'm just recreating the simple chord. So right now let's bounce this one or record it. So select unplay, record. And right now it starts recording as soon as you tap play. So right now, select a marker, double click, drag this one into your arrangement, reverse it, slice it, and then right now, slice it at every chord, like this. And then because we've reversed it, we have to invert it again. Exactly like this. So right now it sounds like this. Sounds way too dry, so right now let's link it to the mixer. So I've added a lot of effects, and right now it sounds like this. So I've used this EQ, a chorus, a kickstart, which creates that bounce, a shaper box to really widen the sound, and of course some reverb. So right now it sounds way too present, so let's create a volume automation clip. Right mouse button, create animation, and then just simply something like this. Sounds way much better. Yeah, sounds great. So right now let's mix it and create a simple arrangement. So this is the final outcome of the beat. I think the arrangement, the guitar, it just sounds awesome. So there is a high chance this beat will be included in the Reggaeton Producer Kit. So when this tutorial will be available to you guys, I think I've already released the Reggaeton Producer Kit. So definitely go and check it out. So I've made some small tweaks, automated the noise on the retro color, used a pitch bend, so the Serum bass is pitching down. Just turn this one down to -12 and then automate the pitch bend. So right now, as you can see, it's pitching down. Something very easy, and you already announce what is going on. So that's it guys, and I hope you enjoy the final outcome. I really enjoy the reversed guitar. You can't even recognize it anymore. Plucks coming in. The guitar is just insane. Also in my Reggaeton Producer Kit this sample for sure. Just sounds insane. Could definitely hear this on a Bad Bunny album, for example. So that's it for this video guys, and I'm gonna wrap up this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to leave it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Also make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you in one of my next tutorials.